Can you imagine a world without music? How about if schools didn't offer music classes at all? I know I can't. The thousands upon thousands of students in music programs across the state and country can't, and I know those who educate us in music definitely can't. So once again I ask, can you imagine that? I'm sure most of your high schools had music programs. Some of you may have been in the ensembles themselves. Others just appreciated the music, and others may have just been happy to get out of class for an in-school concert. Directly or indirectly, though, music education has therefore touched you all. In addition, it's touched you because we all listen to music. We all enjoy music. Music just doesn't pop out of the blue. Not all musicians are these amazing prodigies who can just create this music without any training. No. These people went to school, took music classes through grade school, middle school, high school, and they learned how to create that music. So, if school begets music, then what would happen if music was taken out of school curriculums? What would movies, television shows, commercials be like without music? Heck, what would life be like without music? I'd have to say pretty boring. Unfortunately, governments and schools don't seem to see this. Because as budgets shrink, music falters, and the arts falter, and become the first on the chopping block. Apparently, the testable academic STEM subjects, science, technology, English, and math, are more important. Music is very rarely condemned outright, but it ends up being the one that gets cut. The rationale is there's no standardized test for music, so why keep it? But in addition to what I've said, there's plenty of reasons why we should keep music. Music is much more academic than one may think. First of all, music is math. When you're reading music, you're constantly subdividing notes into their constituent parts, and you're using fractions. Take a time signature. The numerator, number of beats that are in a measure. Denominator, the note that gets the beat. So 4/4 time, 4 beats in a measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. Because if you take that out and turn it into another fraction, 1/4 of the whole note is the note that gets the beat. Hence, music is math. Music is also science. In fact, it is the practical application of physics. Look at some of your musical terms. Tone, acoustics, timbre, volume. Those are all physics terms. So as elementary school students are going through their beginning music classes, they're learning physics. Music is science. Third of all, music is English. When you're in choir, you're singing songs. You're using concepts of diction, emphasis, rhythm, phonetic understanding. That's all stuff you learn in English. And to back that up, the Americans for the Arts report that first grade students who have some sort of music education do about 16% better on reading examination than those who don't. Music is English. So, through music, you're exposed to math, science, and English, and potentially even technology. And the best part about it is that students are learning these things without even knowing it. So when they're actually in these classes later in life, they understand the physics concepts. They've been doing this for years, and then they are able to apply that in the class itself. In general, students who are involved in music tend to do better in school. According to the College Entrance Exam Board, students taking courses in music performance and music appreciation scored higher on the SAT than students with no arts participation. Music performance students scored 53 points higher on the verbal and 39 points higher on the math, while music appreciation students scored 61 points higher on the verbal and 42 points higher on the math. In addition, the National Education Longitudinal Study showed that students in music win more academic awards than those who are not in music. Take the top 10 of my senior class. 9 out of 10 of us were involved in music. Still think music isn't related to academics? Think again. I could grill you with more statistics about how music improves mental reasoning, social skills, motor skills, listening skills, self-esteem, teamwork, creativity. But if I went on with that list and gave you statistics for everything, we would be here all day. So, just looking at everything, and I can attest from personal experience, music is very beneficial. I've been in music all my life, and I've been around people in my school and in plenty of other schools through music festivals, and it just seems that we've learned so much about the music itself, but the skills that I mentioned, most people that I've met in music seem to have a grasp on those things. And not saying that everybody else who's not in music is an idiot, but people tend to do better in school when they're involved in music. So, music, it's so important in so many ways, so it really can't be taken out. And I'm not expecting you all to have a deep connection and involvement in music, but if you can at least appreciate and enjoy it, then I hope I've been able to give you a greater understanding beyond the aesthetic appeal of music. And that if I've done that, I've done my part. Now, it's your turn.